Welcome to this 5 reasons I love my watch video, and the watch in question today, the watch being loved today, is the Aesop Tourbillon. Look at it. So the point of these videos is for me to share things I like and some of the problems with my favourite watches in the collection. So these are watches I've owned, some of them I've owned for a few years, and I think when I watch videos and read blog posts, I appreciate insight from owners. So hopefully this will help those looking to buy, thinking about buying, or just interested in the watches that I have something to say about. The first thing I love about this watch is the simple fact that it features a tourbillon, that it is a tourbillon watch. I guess some will say it's one of the most useless movement types in terms of function. Others will call it a complication, some will say it's not. What it is it's a functional seconds hand, but most importantly, it is just a joy to behold and wear. Regardless of this not being the best finished or the prettiest, I guess. It's pretty enough for me, and it is just fun to wear, and it's a horological icon. You get to wear it on your wrist. Yes, the second point is value. So this will always be a factor, of course. You get a functional, reliable tourbillon movement to enjoy with minimal outlay. There isn't much out there that can compete with a tourbillon for aesthetic pleasure if you are a watch fan, or even if you like gadgets. It's just generally a lovely thing to look at. In terms of value, I think this was £206 from AliExpress, and I bought it in June last year. But for simple bang for your buck pleasure, I don't think there are many watches that can beat this. Look at that. Reason number 3. So what this is about, this watch in particular, it's also about Aesop as a company and what Chinese tourbillons do for the watch industry, the watch fans out there, and its accessibility. So it elevates the tourbillons done well and that are good value, elevate the idea of Chinese watches and give real watch fans an opportunity to own something that they wouldn't otherwise be able to own. There's always a risk in terms of quality, but at these price points, I think it's a risk worth taking for most people. And while it would be upsetting if something happened to it, it wouldn't be devastating, and unfortunately it is kind of expected. That's the unfortunate reality of where we are at with some of these watches, but it is still doing something important. Point number 4 for this watch in particular is that it is what is commonly known as a strap monster. Actually, it's not quite a strap monster, but it definitely is a strap slut. So I had it, I don't know if that's okay for me to say, but it definitely is one of those. I've had this for a while. I've had it on a brown strap and a black one, which I didn't love because I think it kind of dulled it a bit. And this blue one is just really great. It's complemented by the blue on the screws and the hands. And it kind of dresses it down for everyday wear. Makes it a bit easier to wear. So now I'm gonna just grab a strap or two. I'm not going to do a full strap because that would be a kerfuffle, but slightly different shade of blue, that works. Red, a bit weird, but I think it works. It's not clear red, it's kind of worn, rustic style. Oh, it's kind of a greenish tinge. Oh, it's definitely green. Oops. That works too. See what I mean? Say, who would wear this on a native? I don't think anybody would, but you could wear it on a similar regular strap in a fabric. Maybe. you get what I'm saying. It kind of gives it an extra dimension, as opposed to some dress watches that you might not be able to do that with. And how many tourbillons are you going to have that are versatile strap sluts? Not many. So, as this point number 5, as this Chinese tourbillon sits next to a Rolex magazine, is controversy, or controversy if you'd like to pronounce it that way. So it is kind of the argument against Chinese watches that this watch squashes. Not only is it great value, I've had it for over a year, keeps time perfectly, although I haven't tested it accurately. You know, the only problem is that people don't give them a chance, and I suppose there's good reason for that. But if you go on AliExpress, eBay, you will see a plethora of reviews from people all around the world saying how much they enjoy and love their Aesop tourbillons, or Chinese tourbillons in general. So, there you go, even the backside of this is pretty nice. Before we move on to the very few problems that this watch presents, although the controversy is one of them, because some people will just out of principle not want to wear a Chinese watch, which I think is a shame. A watch snob thing, isn't it? Problems. I certainly don't have any real problems with this. I think it would be in poor taste to really, if anybody could find anything to moan about this watch, unless they had a quality control issue. The only thing that I miss, and it's only because I had the Suggest tourbillon, which had an enamel dial, which was stunning, and I guess that is the only thing that slightly bothers me, but that watch cost double what this did, so I haven't really got anything to moan about. But a tourbillon with an enamel dial is kind of right up there with the best dial combinations you can get. You get that clean, clinical finish of that shiny kind of unmarkable finish of the enamel, and then you get the intricate, technical prowess of the tourbillon. So if you can, get one with an enamel dial, otherwise just get one. And there is a very low chance that you will regret it. But disclaimer, there are still quality control issues, but just buy from somewhere reputable where you can return and then enjoy. No, you've been hypnotized, don't worry about it. Happens to me, happens when I'm driving sometimes, which is bad. Maybe they'll add that to the bad points of owning and wearing a tourbillon watch. So that's it. Thanks for listening, watching, and let me know what you think. If you've got one of these, if you want one, what is on your mind about Chinese tourbillon watches? Thanks again, please like and subscribe. Have a good one. While I was thinking about my 5 likes for this watch, I realised that I hope to do a few more of these videos. There's going to be a lot of crossover between some of the points like size and fit, which will work in ways, but I'm going to try and find unique things and particular things about these watches to keep it interesting and try and mix it up a little bit. I guess some will have more than 5 and others won't. I didn't wind it, I forgot to wind it, so it has stopped. It's not broken, I promise.